All right, guys. There's a issue I've seen people have before, and I've got some experience in this being in the Navy doing shift work. So I want to share the advice I've got to help you for people that do shift work and that are training, because some of the shifts can get a little tricky. Here's how I used to do it, and it worked very well. So let me show you. I did a spreadsheet here to show you guys. So let's say you work like 6 to 6. You're working 12-hour shifts. Okay. Now, the thing is, you want to use the working out to your advantage to reset your clock. All right. I'll tell you how to do that, how you should eat, and even some supplementation that you can use. So, your day shifts are going to be normal. You can. For me, I would do my cardio, go in at 6, get off at 6, go train, eat, go to bed. So if I had to put food together, I would, but I would try to have my shifts, meals together so I could get in bed quicker. You always want a solid meal to eat before bed. So even though you're doing 12 hours, spread your meals out to where you have one after your training or after your shake or whatever before you go to bed. For those that drink shakes after working out, just a shake and going to bed is not optimal at all. So now I did a little legend here, color coded it, but the things are going to be, the time's going to be they're going to be flexible, but this is roughly how you could do it depending on how long it takes you to get to the gym and all that bullshit, right? So let's say Monday is your first night shift. So we can even go as far as say you came off Sunday night. What I would do is go home, sleep, get up, eat. I would get up, eat maybe 1 or 2 meals, go train, come home, eat again, and then go back to bed for about, a few hours, 3, 4 hours, and then get up and eat and go into work. Okay, you slept all night and then you got a nap during the day, and now you're going to be more likely to stay up all night. So you do that. And then what I would do is I would get off work in the morning, come home. So we're into Tuesday now. Come home. I would either eat when I got home, or I would eat my last meal at work so I could go home and go straight to bed because I've already trained before the shift, right? I'll come home, go to bed, sleep 4, 5, 6 hours, depending on how much time I had to get up, training, go to work. Get up, eat, go work out, eat again, go into work. Now you're set on a regular schedule of getting up, eating, training, and going into work. So that takes you through Wednesday night. And then Thursday you get off your last night shift and you've got, 2, 3 days off, whatever. So when you get off a night shift, I would go home, either eat your last meal at work or eat when you get home, sleep like just a few hours. I wouldn't sleep long because you don't want to be up all that night. So this is the workout. It's going to be a little rough, but it's going to pay off because you're going to reset your sleep schedule. That last, let's say we're into Thursday, I'm off work, I come home, I sleep, I get up, eat, go train, and then I come home and I finish however many meals I can, and then I go back to bed at a normal time, like around 9 o'clock. So when you get off that last night shift, I would usually sleep like maybe 4 hours, and then I'll get up, and you're already tired. You've been doing nights a few days in a row, eat, go train, and then whatever energy you do have is gone. And you come home and eat, and then you just try to stay up until a decent hour at night, and you go to sleep, and the next day you're reset. You didn't waste any time resetting your schedule, and you got your days off to yourself. That's the best way to handle this. I have seen no other better way to do this. Even if you did the training after work. I mean, either way you do it, you guys see pretty much how to do this. Now, here's some stuff to think about. That Monday, you're already set on days. So let's go back to the first night shift. You're going to get up, eat, go power nap, get up, eat, then be up all night. Or you're going to get up, eat, go train, eat, go back to bed, get up, eat, go to work all night, and eat all through the night. You're probably going to either have to spread those meals out a lot, or you're going to have to eat an extra meal or eat into the next day's meal. That's okay. Because if you get into Thursday here, you're not going to be up as long because you're coming home power napping eating, going to the gym, eating, getting a few meals in, going back to bed around 9 o'clock at night. So if you do eat an extra meal going into the nights and going through your first night shift Monday, you're probably going to make up for it when you miss a meal on Thursday because you're only power napping, training, and trying to get back in bed that night. So it evens out. It's not a big deal. So if you have to eat an extra meal on that first night shift, you're probably not going to be able to get all your meals in on that first day off because you're trying to power nap enough to work out and then work out hard enough to get tired and go back to bed. So usually I'd only get like 5 out of the 6 meals in that day, but on the first Monday shift, I could get 7 in instead of 6, and it would all even out. So and depending on if you're trying to diet or cut on size, that extra meal on Monday, I would make it just protein and some vegetables because you're going to get up and eat before going to the gym, so that's where your carbs are going to come in. Yeah. Now, the supplementation-wise, there are some supplements you can take to help you sleep. There's a lot of like Smotamax, Rested AF. There's one that we always used in the Navy was called Powerful by USP Labs. I don't know if they still make it or not. This isn't any medical advice or anything like that. I'm just telling you experience for entertainment purposes, blah, blah, blah bullshit. So the Powerful by USP Labs, we could take it, it would knock us out, and you get up in 4 or 5 hours and felt like you slept all night. That was a gem when doing shift work. So you could power nap. By power nap, I mean like 4 hours of sleep and be perfectly fine. So that is a really good supplement to use to reset the schedule. Take it whenever you go to bed. Yeah, I think that's about it. So if you guys have any questions about it, leave it in the comments and I'll come back and clarify more. But I think I've covered the gist of it. They got the diagram right here. It's pretty, we used to do days and nights. So coming up with this schedule really helped me switch my sleep schedules to where it really didn't affect me. When I got out of the Navy, it didn't affect me either. If you used to do shift work and you're not doing that job anymore and you're on regular days, you can reset your sleep schedule. It's not going to affect you for the rest of your life unless you let it. You have to take measures and try to reset your sleep schedule, your biological clock, and you can do that. You just have to put a little effort into it, and you have to be disciplined and make yourself go to bed and set. And sometimes when you're used to sleeping during the day and you need to reset sleeping at night, you got to power it out through the day because you're definitely going to be fucking tired of sleeping at night if you do. And the way our bodies are designed, you need to be up during the day or else your chance of depression, anxiety, and stuff are going to go up. When people are up during the dark, a lot of stuff, I know with some studies I've read, depression stuff goes through the roof. So you want to be up during the day when you're not doing shift work. So that's something to keep in mind. If you do retire or get out of that job or whatever, you need to make all efforts to reset to a normal sleep schedule. When I got out of the Navy and got back to working days, I lost 10 pounds, not changing anything but getting on a normal sleep schedule. So I know we have stuff to do. We have jobs that require it, but it's healthier and better to be on a regular daily schedule. I mean, there's some cool perks with night shift, don't get me wrong, but if you can prevent it, or if you're not working or have a job that requires it, you need to get on a good day schedule. So that's about it. If there's any questions, whatever, leave in the comments or hit me up. I'll answer them or I'll make another video to clarify.